I not been so compassionate today, I probably would have taken your plea, understanding that you were trying to scam me, and just jailed you. Perfectly legitimate action on my part. But I knew there was something going on because guys your age don't steal action figures, and that's the first crime they've ever committed unless something drastic is going on. So just come clean. Maybe we could actually help you.
Your Honor, today is the date time set for Raymond in this matter where formal reading of the stand. We've also had the chance to pre-trial this case, Your Honor. We have an excellent plea with subject to court approval. In with the agreement, Mr. Raskowski will be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud with the understanding the matter would be under a sentence for a period of 6 months if he complied with all the court's wishes. At that time, consider dismissal of these charges. This is Mr. Raskowski's first offense of this nature, and it will not happen again.
Okay. Sir, did you discuss your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch? Understood all that? And you understand the possible penalty for today's charge, do you? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today? All right. On the date of October 6th, were you in Van Buren Township? Was this Myers?
It's Walmart.
Walmart? And did you try to take some merchandise from Walmart without paying for it on that day?
Paid for merchandise. Yes. Yes.
All right. What was the merchandise?
Toys.
Any criminal history?
None.
Okay, the gray in the beard tells me I have to ask this question. What was going on? Because this is not normal behavior for you.
I, details of it is I did self-scan. None of their items are priced on the items anymore. There's even on the thing, there's like same figures, different prices, whatever. So when I scanned it, I scanned several of the same ones, same size, same price, same, all style figures, they're all the same size. And apparently I scanned it incorrectly. I did offer to refund, repay. But at that point, the judge in lawful action we don't want to proceed with that. The office, I had many other called the police and
There's more to this story.
I mean, that's. The Walmart employee, but I was scanning stuff. She actually to the views that he is scanned. So she actually came over and looked at the items. So I mean, I had a clear container. I was walking the whole time. I've never had anything that's happened before. So it was just a a shock / surprise for me here, but. I mean, that's just
All right, so you're going to tell me that you had no intention of cheating Walmart out of any money. This was all just an inadvertence. That's a yes or no question, sir. Let's go to trial then, because I'm not accepting your plea. Would you like a bench trial or a jury trial? You understand the difference?
Not really, no.
Okay, so with a bench trial, I make all the decisions, whether or not it's a factual decision or a legal decision. So if it was a Star Wars figure or if it wasn't a Star Wars figure, that's a factual decision. I'll make that decision. With a jury trial, they'd make that decision and I'd still make the legal decisions. That's the difference between the jury trial and the bench trial. Do you understand the difference? All right. What do you want to do? Bench or jury? Correct.
Unless you can admit what you did.
Well, I mean,
That's all.
and
You and I talked about this.
yeah,
It's a simple issue. You're standing there and telling me that you did not intentionally try to get out of the store with $50 worth of merchandise and pay $40 or whatever the math was. If that's the case, then I cannot accept a guilty plea.
I mean, I scanned the items that paid for.
Yeah, you were intentionally trying to get away with something. That's what I got to hear. This is a crime. Okay?
Yes.
So you can't stand there and dance around the issue that you committed a crime and then ask me to accept a guilty plea. I can't do that. I'm not doing my job properly.
Yeah, and actually explain that.
I'm sure he did, because I've worked with this guy for a long time.
So. I mean,
So let's get back to my original thing. This is not common behavior for you. So why were you trying to defraud Walmart out of action figures? What was going on in your life that made you act so grossly out of character? You got some special stressors going on in your life?
I do, but on that day actually was got diagnosed with breast cancer. So we've been, so the chemo, my dad just had the gallbladder taken off to take care of my parents.
Right. So dude, listen to me, listen to me. You came in here trying to plead guilty to a 93-day misdemeanor. Had I not been so compassionate today, I probably would have taken your plea, understanding that you were trying to scam me, and just jailed you. Perfectly legitimate action on my part. But I knew there was something going on, because guys your age don't steal action figures, and that's the first crime they've ever committed unless something drastic is going on. So just come clean. Maybe we could actually help you.
I mean, in the big, sorry, I know.
Yeah.
Right off. In the big scheme of things, yeah, I mean,
You're dealing with some stuff.
paid for something that was less than it was supposed to be.
I understand. Yeah,
That, yes, I'm guilty.
yeah.
That just makes sense.
So is the court. So this is pretty fresh diagnosis. Has mom even started a treatment plan yet?
So, excuse me, this week.
All right.
I don't mean.
Well, here, this will help.
Bring the order in.
Here, take it. Got a cough drop for you. Are you working?
I'm unemployed.
When did you last work?
August 7th.
Where?
Yeah. Got laid off. I was a system software engineer.
Okay.
Got laid off.
Got anything in the works?
Not yet, just. My full-time job right now is I don't get a job.
Okay.
It's, at my age, it's a little tough.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I'm on the pavement, I'm doing some side stuff.
Okay. Talk to Mr. Taylor downstairs. He keeps a list of area companies that are hiring. I don't know if there's anything on there that fits your skill set, but ask him, right? Can't hurt. You're a local guy, right? Yeah, you're Van Buren Tonka.
He's unemployed. He was, more worried about fines and costs.
Yeah.
than the charge, which
Yeah.
I explained to Mr. Braxton.
Right.
But I think, if the costs become, prohibitive.
They're not gonna, the costs are not going to be prohibitive. I'm not going to fine you. I'm going to order that you do charity work, because right now, I think one of your main problems is you're spending too much time in your own head worrying about your own problems. I have found in my 40 years in this business that one of the best ways to fix that is to get you outside of your own head by doing something for somebody else. So I'm going to order, first of all, I'll delay sentence for 6 months. I'll go along with that. Stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. And I'm going to order that you do 40 hours community service. That means charity work. Mr. Taylor's also got a list down there of pre-approved charities. You can work on your own list or start with our list. I don't care. As long as it's a nonprofit. As long as it's a nonprofit, church, soup kitchen, Salvation Army, just any nonprofit charity. So I want 40 hours of community service completed and documented to the court between now and January 1. Do that, stay out of trouble. This goes away. It does not go on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. I'm also ordering that you show up at Van Buren Township to get your fingerprints taken. Can you do that by 3 p.m. today? Yes? Any questions?
No, this is time for. Yeah, I got.
We cut out like sections with dyes that, then create bond panels.
Okay, automotive. How long you been there?
3 months.
Okay. How's it going? Sounds like it could be a career.
Well, I've been doing it for a long time, but
Oh.
industry.
Okay. So same job, new business or new company. Gotcha. All right. Anything else you want me to consider? All right. According to our records, you owe us a whole bunch of money on other tickets.
Yes,
Are you on a payment plan?
yeah, I was gonna make some payments today.
All right. All right. Anything else?
I would just-
All right. On this file, $500 fines and costs. I'll let you roll it into the payment plan you currently got going. And I'm ordering 4 days on the court work program. Work program is assessed as an alternative to jail. You picked 4 days. You can do that downstairs as well. Any questions? You're all set. Mr. Hadley, the only one I've got your name on is Eduardo Quinones.
That's correct. We've got a interpreter who's, services are,
He-
court, so we're gonna get moving on this. And
Okay.
I just have one.
All right.
Attorney Josh Adler, between on behalf, Mr. Eduardo, and I'm just going to pronounce that, but it's the Latino, Indian, is still. And, we have a benefit of the Spanish water here today, Ron.
Your name, sir?
My name is Bernie Diaz, Lermdiaz. I'm here to interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English for Mr. Quinones.
All right, Mr. Diaz, raise your hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will accurately translate between Spanish and English and Spanish so that we can all discuss this matter today?
Yes, I do.
Let Mr. Quinones know what we just talked about. I understand, sir, that you are pleading responsible to double parking today.
Yes,
And you've agreed to pay fines of cost of $200, correct?
yes,
I will accept your plea and dismiss the misdemeanor charge.
yes.
Fines and costs, $200 as agreed. We've also got a speeding ticket from that date that shows $220 due. Can you pay that one as well?
Yes,
So 420 total?
no, not today.
How much can you do today? When can you do the 220 on the speeding?
Next week.
Is that enough time? You want 2 weeks? I'll give you 2 weeks. I don't care. I just want a due date. By December 12th?
Yes.
In your honor, in a separate but related matter, his wife, did already plead guilty and paid a $300 fine for allowing an unlicensed driver to drive to the safe stop.
All right, so we'll work with you. Any questions?
No.
All right, thank you, sir. Maybe stick with him through the cashier process.
I'll let him know. Thank you, your honor. That's
Thank
all I
you.
have right now.
Thank you.
Your Honor, they have, Mr. Lawson, a quick
Here,
question.
Mr. Lawson.
Sure. Go ahead.
Question my voice for Mr. Lawson. We went downstairs, this day, finding some full.
Good.
He works, 6 days a week. And he thought he could do work detail on Sunday, we told him to do on Sunday. Just to make it safe, move out from getting service like that.
I'll give you the option.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, instead of the work days, I'm going to give you 30 hours of community service, charity work. Any nonprofit that's registered with the IRS as a nonprofit, 501c3. Church Who Gets the Salvation Army. We've got a whole list downstairs that is pre-approved. You can start with that list or find something completely on your own. If you go off on your own and you find someplace and you want to make sure that we'll accept it before you spend 30 hours, we'll pre-approve if it's appropriate. Got all that? Can you get all that done between now and January 1? Get it done and document it to the court. No problem at all. All right, Mr. El Giardini. How do you pronounce it? All right, I was pretty close. I understand you're pleading responsible to a parking ticket. We're going to dismiss a misdemeanor, correct? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
And you've agreed to pay $400? Can you pay it today? 200 today? When's the balance? Yes, sir. Tomorrow? You sure? You want to just pay it all tomorrow? By 3 p.m.? Doable? Okay, you're all set. Have a good day. Thank you. Taji Ali. Good morning, sir. Are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? All right, so we've got 3 tickets, 3 charges, I should say, from September 21. It says here you're going to plead responsible to a 4th charge, double parking. You've agreed to pay $380 and all 3 original ones will be dismissed. Is that correct? That's your agreement? We'll do it on the C. All right, and can you pay the $380 today?
Right.
Next Friday? All right. I'll give you that as a due date. Understand if we don't get the money on time, then these other charges come back up and you got to deal with them. Any questions? Have a lovely day. Rebecca, is it Sowers? Come on up. Are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? And you made a deal. You're going to plead responsible to double parking. And you've agreed to pay fines a cost of $150, correct? Can you do it today? 3 p.m.? All right, you heard what I said about if it doesn't get paid, bad things happen? You're all set. You're welcome. Dylan, is it Humbarger? Good morning. Are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're asking for an adjournment to 12:04? Just have a seat right there. Just grab that chair right there. We'll get you a paper notice. We'll get you out of here as soon as we can. You're welcome so much. Shannon Phillips. Miss Phillips, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? All right. And you want a jury trial on this? You understand the difference between a jury and a bench?
Yeah, the jury is the jury and the,
Yeah. So with a jury trial, I decide the legal questions. The jury decides the factual questions. Were you driving that day or were you not driving that day? With a bench trial, I decide both the legal questions and the factual questions. Understood? All right. The other thing is the jury trial is a longer process because there's a lot more people involved.
yeah.
You understand that?
it's a long process.
Okay. Well, not here though.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, when I very got, the citation.
Okay, hold on. This is only your second time here by my notes.
Well, yeah, but it's been going on
Okay.
since April.
Okay, but not here. Not with the court. You've only been here twice. Right?
Well, yeah, but this has been.
Okay.
going on since April.
Okay. All right. So you want to have a jury trial or you want to have a bench trial?
I have a jury trial.
And you're going to represent yourself.
I ain't,
Having no idea what the court rules are?
Yeah.
Okay, understand, I'm not taking you to law school for the jury trial. Okay? Give the lady a jury trial date. Angela, are you on?
Yes, Judge.
Heather wants to talk jury trial dates.
Okay,
The calendar, but I need I think it's January.
I can,
January
Heather, come in.
22nd.
You want to come in?
yep, because I'll be right in.
That's fine.
Calendar.
All right, Miss Phillips, we'll give you a couple dates in just a minute. You pick one, we'll give you a paper notice. Saeed, is it Mosin? Come on up, sir. Are you representing yourself today? No attorney? Okay. Is it all right with you if I dismiss this? Okay, you're all set. Case dismissed. You're welcome.
Reading some of those, I'm sorry, on the adjournments and the.
Oh, that's all right. We're getting through it. Ronald Fowler III.
Oh,
Good morning, sir. Oh, hold on. You've got Mr. Bowditch on your paper.
Mr. Biden told me it's just a moving violation.
Are you okay doing it without Mr. Bowditch in here? Come on up. All right, with Mr. Bowditch's assistance, you worked out a deal with the prosecutor, yes? And you're going to plead responsible to a parking violation. You've agreed to pay fines and costs of $250? Is that what that says? All right, can you pay that today, sir? When? Calendar, if that helps. I can do some kind of payment thing, or we'll just get you a due date, whatever works.
6th of December. I was gonna say January 6th.
I'm sorry, humbug.
No.
All right, you want 100 on what? What was the date?
6th.
And then the balance on February 6th?
Can we do February 6th? That'd be great.
I'll give you that long if that's what you want. I mean, you can always pay it off early. Yeah. All right. Do you need all that on paper or you got it? Okay, you're all set. Get out of here. Have a good day.
As well.
Oh, you probably already heard me say this. If the money doesn't get paid, then the misdemeanor's back up and you got to deal with that. Have a good day. We have a Stone Street.
I'm not going. We either. Ms. Phillips, we either have January 27th or January 29th.
29th is fine.
No, yeah.
Yes, I do that.
Is that a H-A-F-H?
I thought it was S.
Thank you.
Yeah. H-A-S-H. The first is Cyan.
Yeah. Hashami, how do you say it? Come on up.
I got it.
Morning, Krobus.
Morning,
What's your name, sir?
certainly, that's good.
What's your name?
Stan Terani,
Tirani?
Iki,
Raise your right hand. Arabic?
Farsi,
Farsi. Do you swear or affirm that you will accurately translate between Farsi and English and Farsi so we can discuss this matter today? All right, let Mr. Hashami know what we just talked about. I understand you're going to plead responsible to double parking today. And you've agreed to pay fines and costs of $400? And you're doing this without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
Okay, I'll accept your plea. Can you pay the $400 today, sir? How much can you pay today?
200.
Balance when? By November 12? Yes?
Yeah.
Or December 12th, I'm sorry, by December 12th? Yeah.
Still copy the process.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Okay, any questions? All right, stick with me through the cashier if you would. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good day. Hmm? It's not like we're gonna set bond conditions or anything. Mohammed, is it Sharif? Good morning, counsel.
Thank you. Your Honor, as it was said, this for final pre-trial. For December 16th.
All right, is this final pretrial with complainant to appear? Or just final pretrial like we're not doing another pretrial? All right. Who's that with December 18th?
Us.
That's us? What time are you gonna do it?
8:30.
8:30 in the morning? To work? All right. Just have a seat. We'll get you a paper notice. We're working on this kid at the council table. Okay.
Be long.
We didn't forget you. We're working on your notice.
That was December 18th, right?
Good morning, Mr. Mays. You got one ready? Scratch the name on this one, would you?
Yep.
Gardner.
Scratch.
I'm ready on Gardner.
Good morning, Your Honor. William Mays on behalf of Mr. Brandon Gardner.
Good morning.
Record, please. Brandon Gardner. Judge, we're asking that this matter be adjourned to December 4 at 11 or thereafter. I've got a motion hearing that same day, same time, here in this court. But prior to that, I'll be in circuit. Mr. Gardner has received discovery videos and whatnot, but the prosecutor has unintentionally omitted some of these videos that are relevant and important, and she's agreed to get those to us. So,
Okay. Is that with those two?
What,
12:04. Time.
what is it for, Mr. McDermott?
11.
Yeah, just a pretrial.
Just pre-trial.
You want to do it? Yeah, we can do it 11. He's got something out that scheduled.
It'll be at 9. Well, okay, that's fine. 11 pre-trial?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's take care of our arraignment. Would you waive formal reading?
Yes, pretend or not guilty.
All right. Any reason your guy is not a good personal bond risk?
No, no reason.
Would you tell me?
I'm sorry.
Would you tell me?
I would actually. He's got a prior in 23. I mean, that's the difficulty with the circumstances.
I'm going to put you on a personal bond with a couple conditions. The first two are pretty obvious. Number one, stay out of trouble. Number two, show up for court. All right. Third, do not purchase, possess, or consume any mood altering substance. That means no alcohol, no marijuana, and nothing unless you got a doctor's script. You got that? You can live with those rules? Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court? You might have $1,000 if you mess up on bond. Any questions? You're all set. We'll get you notice in just a minute. Have a good day, Mr. Mays. Anissa Thomas? Ms. Thomas, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? Good luck with mom and dad. You're welcome. Jordan Burrell? Mr. Beck, you're up next. Good morning. Are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? You have a court-appointed attorney? So you're going forward without one? All right, do you want to go forward without one, or do you want to talk to a court-appointed attorney? Okay, so what I've got here is it says you're going to plead guilty to retail fraud from August 26, 25, and you've agreed to pay restitution of $70.42 plus whatever I sentence, correct? All right, did you read your rights form? Did you understand your rights and the options presented to you by those rights? Do you understand the possible penalty for retail fraud? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today? All right, August 26, 25, did you try to take some merchandise from a store in Van Buren Township without paying for the merchandise? Where was that at? What store? All right, what was your merchandise? What is it with action figures?
One of those. Just.
All right, I will accept your plea. Are you working? Where do you work? How long? How long have you been there? Do you have anything on your criminal history? Never been arrested for misdemeanor or felony? Anything you want me to consider before I sentence you? No? I agree. Well, the good news is the prosecutor's giving you an option to keep this off your record. And I'm going to go along with the delayed sentence. That means stay out of trouble for 6 months, no new charges. All right, I'm going to give you a break. Court cost is $350. Can you pay it today?
Yeah.
All right, go down, get your smile from the cashier, pay the $350, stay out of trouble, and we'll keep this off your record. Can you go to Van Buren Township today? Get your fingerprints taken? Can you do that by 3 p.m. today? You're all set then.
This young lady had a quick question for you.
Yeah. Good luck in North Carolina. Mr. Beck, come on up. You need a bench trial date.
Morning, Your Honor.
Your appearance for CD El Major? How do you say it? I wasn't too far off. Good morning. Your appearance.
For the record, Peter Beck, on behalf of the defendant.
Common spelling. Do you understand the difference between a jury trial and a bench trial?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to a jury trial? You want a bench trial? We'll give you a date for that.
Bench trial, I have either December 4th or December 18th.
Your Honor, we agreed on a date of January the 12th, 2026.
That's not us, so we can't agree.
We can't do that because that's not my date. I can't set trials for my benchmates.
Well, whatever.
Judge.
what you can give us.
If I
Go
may,
ahead,
I'm
Angela.
sorry. Your Honor, I suggested that date because it's my understanding that that is going to be a date that we have with you. It's going to be an
Specialty
emergency
date.
docket.
So it is ours. It'll be.
Oh, it is? That can be? All right.
Thank you, Angela.
What was the date again?
12 at 11 a.m.
All right, just have a seat. We'll get you a paper notice for that date.
All right. Have a good night.
You as well. Jacob Smith. Good morning, counsel. Your appearance.
Lori Goldberg, PA 7047, I'm counsel for record Marco Goldberg, we have Smith, Mr. Smith's consent, is that correct? Yes, sir.
All right. You guys gonna object to a dismissal of these two files?
No, I did want to make a motion for destruction of biometric data as a arrest record.
File that unless the prosecutor wants to stipulate to it today. Have you talked to her about it?
We did discuss it, Judge.
You're okay with that?
Yes,
Without a hearing? Got an order?
correct.
I do, Your Honor.
Hand it up. Heather, you got to process this, don't you? Or somebody has to. All right, both files dismissed, order signed. Anything else?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. She'll tell you what's happening with the paperwork. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I thought you still have it. Mondays.
Pardon?
It was the same prosecutor of the files on it today, but she.
We just got to get the file on hand.
Okay, sorry, make.
I misplaced or something. Like this.
That's key.
Yasir, is it gorgeous? How do you say it?
Yes, George's.
Georges? Good morning, sir. Are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney? I understand you are going to plead guilty, or excuse me, plead responsible to double parking?
Yes.
And you've agreed to pay fines at cost of $400. Is that correct? Can you pay the $400 today? Next Friday? Understand that if we don't get the money next Friday, the misdemeanor is back up. Any questions?
Thank you.
You're all set.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Signing.
There was a signature line on time.
There's some forcing lines, and this says, I request that my biometric get taken off. This is just a notice of hearing. And then this is just some, this isn't voting, not an order.
Okay,
Let me go grab.
maybe call downstairs and have him grab him.
I think he's there.
Okay.
Is this Josh?
Yes.
Your appearance, Mr. Hadley, on Jefferson.
Roshan Jefferson, today's show about here, Your Honor. He would ask the court to recall any warrants, Jefferson. And I have miscommunications. I don't think she's been getting her notice to appears, but she has updated report.
As of today, we got a good address?
Your Honor, I have obtained discovery of this memory. I actually have it with me, but I don't have a DVD player. So we're gonna be asking just to have this set for a final, pre-trial.
Not a final pretrial with a complainant to be here, just,
No, sir. Just, we put final, so you don't be working monkeying around.
I got it.
Just delay. It was sweet.
All right,
I didn't bring a DVD player. I forgot I couldn't play the video.
yep. Heather, we need a time for a pretrial on December 4th.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock on December 4th?
That sounds great, John.
All right,
9 o'clock, December 4th.
all right. And Miss Jefferson,
And be down.
happy birthday to her.
Funny, I'm here today, my mom, your birthday was just now, I gotta go to it.
Looks like you owe us some money on some other stuff, $438. Are you on a payment plan?
No, no.
Can you commit to some regular payments, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly? Set up a payment plan before you leave the building today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was-
Kate?
Yeah, we got both those files. You know, Kate, I'm sure Josh had it. I don't think so.
Let's take it in.
That lady needs a notice. Thank you.
We will wait until reading the arraignment. It does look like there was a show cause on one file or warrant issued on one file, so we're asked to recall any outstanding warrants.
All right, so we're gonna take a plea of guilty on a July 9 incident date, and we're gonna dismiss a March 27 incident date, right?
That's correct. The restitution amount is a part of the global restitution that covers a great encompasses both cases. It's saying they're both the same victim, so there wouldn't be any other notations to make.
All right, and we're gonna do a fingerprint order. All right, Mr. Tate, did you discuss your rights and options with counsel today? And did you understand all that? You understand the possible penalty for the charge? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to retail fraud on July 9, 2025? On that date, did you try to take some merchandise from a store in Van Buren Township without paying for the merchandise? What store? What merchandise? Satisfied, Mr. Hadley?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
So am I. I'll dismiss the other charge. And are you working?
Yes.
Where do you work? How long you been there? Anything else I should consider before I sentence?
My client's been nothing but, Dave, he reviewed everything, and that's spot he was at when these offenses that he committed, different from where he's at right now, so, he's expressed remorse and just asked for mercy of this court. It's a new thing, I didn't, I've seen, I haven't seen.
Also, there had a question for you. Thank you.
So we appreciate it, and again, like I said, he's been nothing but forthcoming with this, he just said, not making excuses, it was just a tough spot, and he's staying
Yeah.
much better than that.
Any priors?
Yes, sir, when this happens, that he was actually had just gotten out of jail, as we said.
Okay. How long were you in?
Well, here.
All right. How many people were you feeding? How many? How old is the youngest? How old is the oldest? Okay. And full-time job at LKQ? What shift? 9 to 6? What days? All right, anything else, gentlemen, before I sentence?
Keep us a little rest on that, thank you for giving us an opportunity to rest for.
This courtroom hearing reveals a dangerous night that nearly turned deadly. Police testified that Andrew Lee White blew through a red light and ignored emergency lights as officers attempted a traffic stop. Instead of pulling over, the driver allegedly sped away, reaching nearly 100 miles per hour during the pursuit. When officers finally stopped the vehicle, signs of intoxication were immediately noticed. Prosecutors argued the reckless driving could have easily killed someone. In court, and the judge reviewed the evidence and the testimony from the officer. The decision was firm. The judge ruled there was enough probable cause and ordered the case bound over on multiple serious charges.